Did you know that up to 90% of our communication doesn't actually come from the words that we say? According to the 7-38-55 rule from UCLA professor of psychology Albert Morabian, only 7% of the meaning in our communication comes from the words we use. 38% comes from our tone of voice, and 55% comes from our body language. So take this example from Vanessa Van Edwards' book, Q's Master the Secret Art of Charismatic Communication, where she talked about when Jamie Siminoff, founder of the smart home doorbell company Ring, went onto Shark Tank and failed to get any sharks to invest in his product because the body language he was using sent signals of insecurity and self-doubt. Ring was eventually acquired for $1 billion, so it was obviously not because his idea was bad. As a reminder, we are talking about how you can learn to exude charisma by balancing the social signals you send of warmth and competence. So think about all of the ways that we communicate besides the actual words we use. We use hand gestures, we make eye contact, we use facial expressions, our tone of voice, our posture, our cadence. There are all sorts of nonverbal signals we can use to convey warmth. Smiling when we're talking and nodding to show we're listening, using open hand gestures and leaning forward, mirroring somebody else's body language, using a relaxed posture. These all can show that you're listening, make you seem genuinely interested and approachable, and create feelings of trust and safety. On the flip side, you can convey competence by using more neutral facial expressions. You can control your hand gestures to avoid fidgeting or use hand gestures to signal important points. You could try steepling your fingers or narrowing your eyes to show your depth of thought. And there are also imagery cues to show warmth, like a colorful Zoom background or clothing, using photos or memes in a presentation. And then there are imagery cues to signal competence, like a neutral background, having awards or accolades up behind you, using quantitative charts and graphs in a presentation, or wearing more business professional clothing. Remember, the key here is to understand the goal of your communication, the perception of yourself that you're trying to create, and whether you already naturally lean more toward warmth or competence. Okay, in the next video, we'll talk about how to sound more charismatic. So drop your questions, follow along, and let's get into it.